Hey everybody, I'm glad you guys could view this video. It's probably going to be a funny one because I got my brother Ryan Wood all the way from Yuma, Arizona. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to have him on today and just let him give you his perspective of growing up with a brother that is a musician. And he's got some funny stories to tell. But anyway, this is Ryan Wood, my brother. And Ryan, let me ask you a question, man. Your view of seeing me growing up as a musician, did you think, because, we were both into other things growing up, such as sports and so forth. I mean, you probably played, I don't know, maybe I played as equal up to a certain point of football, basketball, and so forth. I never got to own the jersey that had a 0 like you did.
Hey, that was 00.
That was boys club, which today would that be called rec, right? Recreational. Anyway, so there's a point where I just began to fade away from sports, really concentrate on music. That was my love, my passion. So how do you see it in your eyes looking back? Did you think I was going to try to take it as a career, or just be another low life trying to do? I'm kidding. No one's a low life, but you know my point. There's a lot of people that continue to try to do music that no one's been honest with them, and so.
Well, I think what happened when we were younger. Why? I don't know if it's because I was so thin at the time and short. Mom and Dad just didn't put me in sports, and probably because I was terrified too.
Understandable. Yeah.
But you played. They put you in everything. Motocross. I guess they thought I was a wimpy kid or something. They put you in everything, and then
it's either that they love me more or they love you more. Maybe they was loving you more. That I was the experimental kid.
Well, they didn't want to lose me.
Yeah,
there was a lot to gain here.
I was the guinea pig, so we'll see how well I held up for you to be able to do it later in life.
No, you got your guitar. What was it? 5 years old?
5 years old. Yeah, 5 or 6 years old. I think it was 5 years old.
Yeah. And then when you got your guitar, I think you just got so much praise that it went to your head that you were
That's where we're going. That's where we're going. That's where we're going with this already.
Screw the sports stuff. I can get chicks with this when I'm older.
Okay.
Now you started playing that, and then when you really started playing the piano, it was like you were excelling on all the sports and everything, and then you were just like nothing else, nothing mattered. The family didn't matter.
Not really. At 8 years old, I'm checking off the calendar when I can graduate and get out on the road.
Only 3,000. Oh gosh.
So
no, I think when you hit 10 and you started playing the piano, and it was really, you always had crazy because Mom played the piano a little bit. I think we had the piano was more for show in the house. And like I said, she played a little bit, but then you got on it, and pretty much everything you touched turned to gold.
Pretty much.
In the instrument world.
No, but so did you ever try to do music with me much? Do you remember that in those times that we tried to do music together?
Not when we were younger. No, I was too much into collecting football cards, thinking of how to wade in the creek, and all those things. But as I got older, I take that back. In church, this is classic Steve Wood. We'd show up to church one night. There's no one there to play the drums. Brian, get on the drums. I get on the drums, and then I'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing here. It's like, all you got to do is this. Everything was extremely simple to you. You could just, it's a piece of cake. I guess everybody was just supposed to be a prodigy child. So I get over there. All I'm doing is hitting the hi-hat and the snare. Tap, 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 tap. And you're going, you're going to have to use the kick. And I'm like, no, just go back to playing what you're playing. And so which caused me to end up being a really good tambourine player. And that's about the depth of my my music. No, you were always there to try to encourage, and I would say that I've told you before that anybody who's ever been around you, when it comes to, if you want voice lessons or if you want to take lessons on instruments, he is not your man, because he has very little patience, because everything's got to be perfect. And I wanted to be that perfect. I remember one time I called you, and I've been, and now I play instruments, not on the level as you, but I play them now. But I remember one time I said, hey man, I'm doing really well on the piano and I want to get better. What's my next step? This is Steve's mentality. He said,
I said quit.
No, you said, and the way you were telling it was like you were really giving me direction. You said, here's what you need to do. You need to get a pillow. And I was like, what do I need a pillow for? Get a pillow and go in there by your keyboard and sleep next to it, and don't ever leave it.
I remember that. You remember why I said that?
It's like, I get what you're saying. And then finally you go, listen, unless you love it, you have a passion for it, man, your level will always stay the same. And I love it. I love singing. I love playing, but
you know what's funny about it?
Out on the water fishing or hunting.
Well, it's the same way me asking you about, I enjoy fishing. It's kind of odd that I've got a brother and a brother-in-law. My dad also hunted. All you guys hunted and all my life. It's not that I never wanted to go, but it was never as important to me as my goal. I was so driven toward music.
Yeah.
That I just never took time out for it. Now I'm getting into it. I love fishing, but I think that I think it's a good example. Like I was joking with you about, actually I probably wasn't joking. That's probably basically, you got to get onto it. And then we got someone on this podcast coming in to see us.
Are you podcasting?
Yeah.
Oh, do not show me.
Okay, we're back. We had my niece come through there with the brand new baby. Ryan, you want to introduce the little buddy to us?
Yeah, this is Asher Ray, and he is 3 months old, and he's mesmerized by the camera right now. What is that?
He's like,
I can't get him to stare at me very long. Oh, he's really into it.
Yeah,
but
sweetie.
He's stoked.
Anyway, getting back to what we were saying is that, I used to think it was all about perfectionism, but it really wasn't. It was just about the love of the music. It's just that I was bulldog focused, and sometimes that gets you in trouble. Like with my siblings, my sister could tell you the same stories Ryan's telling you, that I didn't have much patience because I wanted them to be at the level I was at, and the same love and passion that I had for it, but they weren't. So I'd get frustrated. Didn't have any diplomacy back then, and I just demanded them to be equally talented. And my boys can tell you the same thing. My boys today will tell you that they appreciate me pushing them when they in music, but yet it wasn't funny, because I would be the same way to a degree, that I wanted them. I was doing it for them. I wasn't vicariously living through them, but I was really truly trying to help. But I needed to be patient about how fast they got there. So anyway, there are regrets in that area. I wish I could go back and calm down.
Well, I I'm the same way too. I got regrets because I think, obviously, because of you, you played so much music every night. When we were in the room, it was like we had to go to bed with music, whether it was Ronnie Millsap or some sort of Christian music, gospel music, or those kind of things. And I look back and I'm thinking, man, if I would have taken the time, like I said, my focus was in so many other areas, and from football, you know.
I mean, we could have. I mean, yeah, you probably could have. We could have been a duo or some sort. I probably had more lead parts, but actually, I remember we tried to do a duet one time, recorded a long time ago.
Hey, there you go. Just to let you know, I'm not rocking, but the video is trying to focus on him and me, and it's going back and forth.
So we tried to do a duet one time, and we couldn't do it because Ryan at the time, he sings a whole lot more today than he did back then, but yet he was a little rough back then trying to do his part. And I'm in front.
I wouldn't say it's so much rough. Yes, I'm 10 times.
No, you would. I would.
But once I got up to the microphone and started to sing, and I turned and I look over just a little bit, and your head is just down, and that was either an indication like, nah, it's not good enough. And I literally was only in for like the first 2 or 3 words, and you're like, yeah. And then I would look over and I would see you're just humped over, and I would just see your shoulders going up and down. And I knew you were laughing, and I was like, there is no way. And I couldn't.
Because you kept on stopping saying, and clearing your throat saying, one more time. And
yeah.
Like we even got past 3 words. And
the pressure was too strong. The pressure was too strong, which is the difference now in you and I when we go sing karaoke. I have no problem. I can sing any song. I will bail it out. I will go for it. I will rock it. Not you. If you don't have the perfect mix, if everything is not totally 100% right, if the karaoke track is chintzy, you're like, can't sing to that, man. Can't sing to that. I'm just like, we're here to have fun. We're not recording an album. We're not trying to, gain fans here.
Now, he can tell you I've gotten a lot better throughout the years. I mean, the main reason why karaoke is so tough sometimes, you have to wait. I don't care if there's 5 people at that place that you're at having karaoke. It still takes 2 hours for you to get up and do your song. So you have to hear a lot of different stuff that you may not want. And so I'm thinking I'll never get those back. Not that they're not good singers, but typically they've had a little adult beverages and they're not really singers. They just want to have a good time, which is fine.
And the other thing is when you're used to singing professionally and you get up there, I'm not used to singing professionally. Mm-hmm. I've sang in front of 3,000 people, and I have the same attitude in 3,000 people as I do in front of 50 drunk people. So hold tight.
Go ahead and edit all this out, Stephen.
I'm remodeling the house, so there's crap everywhere. So,
not really. That's what his house is.
Yeah, I like to have books and jackets and things everywhere. I got that head back there hanging up there right now. It doesn't even go there. It's supposed to be downstairs, but but no, going back to that, you got so many people up there who are trying to impress and whatever. And I know that you're not there to impress but you still want to do a great job. I could care less if I, sing the right words. I'm just like, as long as I can mumble until I get to the chorus, because I know the words to the chorus, because I struggle so bad with words, even when they're in front of you. And everybody knows when you're doing karaoke, the bouncing ball or the light lit up words, they don't go in the same place all the time. So,
and I had the same thing about sometimes speaking. So for those who don't know, my brother's also a pastors a church out in Yuma, Arizona. And he feels very confident in front of people. I do, but yet because I want to say the right thing, I want to be, perfect. I put too much pressure on myself, so therefore I can say too much or not enough. My brother just feels like, hey, he doesn't mind making himself look like a complete fool on everyone.
Which I'm always trying to, and you guys who are watching this, if you see Steve do his videos or whatever, he'll be like, what do you think? You think that's kind of natural? And I'm like, no, you're not being natural. You need to relax a little bit and let them see the real you. Because I would love one day to videotape him when he's not paying attention and go, I'm going to upload this to his, his.
Hey, but in my defense, there's some things that you have to be in the moment, and those who are close to you get to see that stuff. So I like making fun of my brother. I mean, I can't do that and be that comical about that unless he's in front of me. So still don't like your hat, man. Your hat looks like
it's my Ruger hat. I've been letting my hair grow out.
It's part of your skull.
I got one chance to grow my hair out before I can't grow any more hair out. So my hats don't fit like they used to. I need to get bigger hats.
Well, I want to end this now because I got a little notification that it's getting ready to go out on us. So I thank you, buddy Ryan, for stopping by and unveiling and just gutting me before all my followers here.
That's my heart.
Yeah. But hey, guys, thanks for coming out but watching the video. And I hope you learned something about me and about how messed up my brother is. And just pray for both of us in different ways, my perfectionism and his couth. So love you guys. Bye.
Later.